survival stars!
Come, little fish, into the shady nook.
No, thanks. What's on the menu today, Timmy?
Water
Yeah,
Get inspired by the quirks of nature.
You can't help but admire my stripy attire. I'm the pipefish.
Now I'm gonna rub my eyes and, hey, are you still here?
It's Shark Week on Wild Oceans. Coming up, stunning footage of these apex predators, from great whites and whale sharks to an array of lesser-known species.
Well, this is a day in a million. Clean water, lots of big great whites, and being in the water without a cage, free diving with these animals. It's one of my favorite things in the world to do. When these huge predators swim past you and up to you, it's an experience that is difficult to describe, and I'm hoping that this footage reflects some of the pleasure and awe that you feel when you're in the water with these creatures. Great white sharks aren't scared of anything. They swim right up to us. They want to know what we are. They know we're not on the menu, but they want to investigate us nonetheless. And they're not shy. So they'll spend the day swimming away, swimming up from a different angle, looking at us with one eye and then the other. And on this particular day, 2 sharks arrived. I love the way the sun dapples on their back. But when there are 2 sharks in the water, they seem to be distracted. It's almost as if the 2 are battling for dominance, wanting to know who's going to get closer to the potential food. This behavior you see here is part of their investigative system. They would have smelt us, then they would have got visual, and now they're investigating us, looking at us closely. Huge pectoral fins, massive dorsal, and an outsized tail. This is a vertical approach, quite a gentle one in this case, but it's not something that you want to be on the receiving end of if that shark means business. On this particular day, the sharks are very gentle. I could swim above the pectoral fin of this individual. It was a really special experience. It's probably the best conditions I've had with these animals ever.
This is the pajama cat shark, a fairly long animal, about a meter, sometimes about a meter 20. And fairly aggressive, normally a nocturnal animal. They'll normally eat smaller fish and mainly crustaceans. What I did find today was one of the eggs that these smaller sharks lay. They're often referred to as mermaids' purses. And the other little shark that I was very keen to find was the spotted gully shark. Unfortunately, a very shy shark. And I was very hard pressed to try and get a close-up of this animal, and not keen to get too involved with all the sea urchins on the bottom. Slightly smaller than the pajama shark, about 40 centimeters, and very similar in pattern to the puff-adder shark.
This is a big whale shark off the coast at Leven Point, north of Cape Vidal. The specimen about 12 meters in length, heading down the coast on its migration, and swimming above this is sort of like flying next to a big Boeing in midair. It's quite an amazing sensation. For such a big animal, it moves very quickly, propelled by a very big tail, as you can see here. If you look behind the eye, there's a remora actually inside the whale shark's ear, hitching a ride. And very ornate markings on the back, white blotches, making for very efficient camouflage if you see this animal from the surface. Being a filter feeder, it's pumping tons of water every hour, filtering out the krill, little shrimps, microorganisms in the water ahead of it.
Watch the next episode for more underwater discoveries from across the globe.